No. Don't get me wrong. I would love it if God saved the Great Salt Lake for us, but I think we can live without the lake. Whew, that wing is a slam dunk.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Sean Evans, and you're watching Hot Ones. It's the show with hot questions and even hotter wings. And today, we're joined by Utah Governor Spencer Cox. So you recently said, Utah is the best state in the nation because we have the best people. Where do you see you and your 3 million residents headed in the future?
Oh man, Utah's residents are doing so great. There's been so much energy here ever since they renamed the Jazz Arena back to the Delta Center. We're currently sitting in 6th place, so we're looking really great to get into the playoffs.
Yes, I've heard you're a big fan of the Utah Jazz.
Yeah, you know, I really am. But seriously, I think we're doing really well as a state.
So I think there's a lot of misconceptions about Utah and some of the issues facing the state. Homophobia, transphobia, racism. What can you say about these issues as Utah's governor?
The people of Utah are not racist. The whole Russell Westbrook thing was completely blown out of proportion. When Jazz fans say things like, "Get on your knees like you're used to," they're not making a reference to slavery. They're just making a joke about oral sex. People get so caught up in politics that Utah, we really don't get the credit we deserve. Did you know that the Utah Jazz are the only team in NBA history to never have a 60-loss season? Do people ever compliment us on our amazing consistency? No. I don't know if my wife wants me to tell you this, but I actually sleep in my Lauri Markkanen jersey. I feel like the guys play better when I sleep in my Jazz gear the night before. I like to think of it as sort of a little secret executive order for the guys to win.
So as governor, you've been a public proponent of using divine intervention to help Utah solve its environmental catastrophes, including encouraging citizens on Twitter to pray for rain to help save the Great Salt Lake.
All right, what's up next? Let's see what we got here. Da Bomb Beyond Insanity. Ooh, yikes, that sounds rough.
So I heard Pornhub has banned Utah from accessing its site in response to a bill you signed. Do you have a response to this whole controversy?
I do not. Can we do another wing now?
Now, you don't have to do this, but it's kind of a tradition around here to put an extra dab on the last wing. Despite Utah's strong economic growth, the state seems to have significant mental health problems. Do you think Utah having the 6th highest suicide rate in the country?
Well, I can't speak to the numbers exactly, but I do know that our mental health as a state is heavily dependent on the performance of our NBA team, the Utah Jazz. No, hear me out. When the Jazz are doing well, we see charity donations go up. Domestic violence goes down. People don't fight as much on Twitter, and we see fewer organized protests at the Capitol. But when the Jazz are doing poorly, like during the Ty Corbin years, we see a huge spike in mental hospital admissions.
Do you really think the biggest issue in your state is whether or not the Jazz make the playoffs?
No, of course not. The biggest issue we have is that we're a small market team. That's what makes it so hard for us to win a championship. We have a hard time attracting free agents. We don't have the glamour of New York, LA, Miami. All of our success depends on drafting well, developing players, making creative trades. Sure, we can offer max contracts like what we did for Rudy and Don, but the truth is, we have a hard time attracting those high-end role players and 3-and-D guys that you need to win a championship.
All right, you made it through the last wing. Go ahead and look at a camera, tell the people at home what you want them to know about you and your state. Or the Utah Jazz, I guess. Governor of Utah.
The great state of Utah.
Right, Governor of the great state of Utah, Spencer Cox, everybody.
Hi, I'm Utah Governor Spencer Cox, and if you're a free agent in the NBA, I'd love for you to come and play for the Jazz. We may be small, but our fans are passionate. Please come to Utah. I'll even let you sleep in my bed in the governor's mansion. And LeBron, if you're watching this, I'd like to tell you that you are a and tell that Russell Westbrook that he can. And to the Rockets, I hope that you die while choking on a fat